it spicy? Hell yeah.
This is Tara Gates Anderson, and as we continue our complete Essence experience, I'm here with these wonderful ladies from the documentary Step, released by Fox Searchlight, directed by Amanda Lippitz, and we'll be back for more, so stay tuned.
Africa, a land of many voices, cultures, and opportunities. People who are innovative and optimistic, and yet hunger persists in many African countries. It's a problem we can solve. Together, we can support programs that help hungry people in Africa. Tell your pastor. Remember,
I am my sister.
I am my brother.
Recruit new voices. Have faith. End hunger.
Donate. We know you have it in you. Visit southtexasblood.org.
Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
So hello, beautiful ladies. I'm so excited to meet you all. So is this everybody's first Essence Festival experience?
Yes.
So what are you expecting?
Celebrities. A lot of them.
Black girl magic.
Oh, I love
Good
it.
food.
Yes, definitely. You're in New Orleans, so it has to be. So like when you first found out, you know, you were going to be a part of this film, this documentary, what was your reaction and who was the first person you told?
I'll go first. I don't know. I think none of us really expected for it to be this big. So honestly, when we were told that we wanted to be, well, they wanted to make a documentary out of our stories, I was like, I mean, my life's not really that interesting, but if you can make something out of it, then go ahead. And so I don't really think I knew where it was going to go, how big it was going to get. I didn't think I would have as much as an impact on girls and women and children all around the country, and even now around the world, as Step is premiering outside of the U.S. And so I'm just really excited and really grateful to have this opportunity to be able to share my story and inspire people.
When I first found out that we were gonna have a documentary about the Step team, I told my mom, and the way I told her, I'm like, they wanna follow us around and come in our house and film what we're doing and stuff. And I don't know if this is a good idea, but we could just roll with it. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, they want to make a documentary. So 2 years later, we're here. We didn't expect to be here, or people to DM us and say, oh, hey, I saw your story. It was very inspiring. Or my mother's like this, or I have these sisters. It was very nice.
I think I was really excited. I didn't think it would get this much attention at all. From the beginning, I just was like, I'm gonna live my life and hopefully this turns out nice. I was more excited to see what the story would end up being, not as much as the outcome of who would see it, where it would end up. Now Fox Searchlight is our partners in this, so this is amazing.
Yes. So one by one, briefly tell me your storyline within the actual documentary. How do you feel that will inspire, young women today of all races, nationalities, cultures?
Okay, so I was the strong-minded, creative, struggling student who still wanted to go to college and tried to figure out how she could balance out her GPA to achieve her short-term goal, which was to be the first person in her immediate family to go to college. Basically, I was very resilient, one-track-minded, but I came across a lot of obstacles. And along with my sisters, we had trials and triumphs, and we just figured it out.
Well, with me, just a single child, you know, it's just me. I don't have any other siblings. My mom is a single parent, and I was just getting regular average grades at school, and I had to balance like going to school and my mom being hardworking and being able to get things done for me and not always being able to be there. But she was always there for STEP. She always came for practice. If she wasn't a mother to me, well, she's always been a mother to me, but she helped everyone else out. She still talks to the other girls and younger children on the team to see how they're doing, and she's really just a powerful woman.
I was the one always into the books and with the family who loved Jesus. I mean, all of our families love Jesus, but when you watch the movie, I think people will see that our faith is a really integral part of my family and our life. I was the girl who was quiet, an introvert, and really just stepped out of the entire comfort zone whenever I began to step, whenever I stepped on stage, things like that. Also, I think I represent a multi-dimensional kind of idea. A lot of times girls don't feel like they can be smart and this. They feel like they have to pick one or the other, but I think I really tried to show that you can be whatever it is that you put your mind to. So, yeah.
Wow, it's powerful. These stories and testimonies. Now, how is being part of, how did you get involved in STEP, and how is that, being a part of that, helped you where you are now?
Well, I am the founder of the Bliss STEP team. I started the STEP team when I was 11 years old. STEP was just an instrument that I used to communicate when I couldn't speak anymore. Like when I couldn't find the words to express my frustration, I would step and I would like stomp, I would clap. Together we made choreography. Then we got coaches and they came in, they gave their input. But yeah, it's basically how I began stepping, and I fell in love with the art of stepping. I've been stepping for 7 years now.
So like a release.
It's like, yeah, it's definitely therapeutic for me. It helped me find a common ground and to focus back in whenever I needed that saving.
Well, I started stepping in 9th grade. I usually would do like cross country and stuff like that, but I noticed that I will always find myself at a step show cheering these girls on. So I'm like, I like to cheer them on, but like I want to know what it feels like to perform, right? So I decided to try out, and I was so nervous because everyone else was stepping since 6th grade, and I'm like, this is my first time. What if I do it wrong? And they had cuts, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I've just been doing it ever since I got on the team. And it's definitely paved the way for me now, even in college. I made a bond with 19 girls, and even girls who were on the team and got off the team for whatever reason, I can still call them and talk to them about boys, college, whenever I need to cry. Like, I just have a sisterhood for life.
Sisterhood, yes.
And for me, I've always been involved in like academics and sports. So for example, I also did cross country. I was on the debate team, I did rowing, and I don't know, step just, it seemed really interesting, so I joined in 6th grade also, and it was something that I'd never done before. I don't dance. I've never been the creative type of person, never been a performing arts kind of person, so really I just wanted to try something new, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay, so I love the hashtag Step is Life.
Yeah.
You know, when I saw the hashtag, I was like, yes. When people read that, what do you want them to get out of that? What does this Step is Life mean to you, that particular hashtag?
Well, to me, STEP is my life. STEP is who I am. STEP taught me a lot about myself. It's definitely a way to boost your confidence, learn discipline, teamwork, integrity, ownership, especially to be put in a position of being the captain. I was the captain for a very long time, and you're being put in this position where you're being looked to for guidance, or you're being a living example. People are learning from you, whether it's right or wrong. So it's just always being in that spotlight. So STEP is my life. It taught me a lot about who I want to be and where I'm going and where I'm continuing to go.
Well, the hashtag Step is Life has taught me that I have a lot of sisters and a lifelong of friends. It's definitely helped me develop who I am today. I definitely can say that STEP has taught me growth, and I think I can see, well, I know I can see growth in each and every person on the team from 6th grade to 9th grade to now.
And to me, STEP is Life really, when people read that, I want them to think like, it can be whatever it is for anybody. It doesn't have to be STEP, but whatever it is that you decide make it yours, take something from it. So for me, step was definitely one of the biggest confidence builders that I've had. I've found that since I've been stepping, I'm not as quiet, I'm not as introverted, I'm not as likely to not speak my thoughts. I'm my self-advocate. And so for me, that's definitely what Step is Life means.
Thank you, ladies, so very much.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you as a Black woman. I'm just so excited to see you as young Black women, millennial. I have a daughter that's in college that are really making moves. So congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Donate. We know you have it in you. Visit southtexasblood.org.
Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Because we are young, when we play the competition, we gon' be number one. LLOB!
My name is Trishaya Bows, and what the hashtag Step is Life means to me is applying all the skills that I learned in Step into everything that I do.
My name is Naysa Reams, and to me, Step is Life means that Step is a sisterhood, a friendship, a bond. It's more than just what you see in the movie. It's more than just the performance. It's more than just the music that we make with our bodies, but it's more about the bond that we create.
Hi, my name is Dominique, and the memo step to me is actually a new motto that I carry with me every day. The times that I want to give up, or the times that I forget who I am, I go to Step is Life, because Step is Life has built, it's like a platform for me now. It just reminds me that I have to keep pushing. I came a long way from where I was at, and it just reminds me that I could be way more than I am now. So when I'm feeling down, or I feel like I want to give up, I always say Step is Life. I have my step sisters, I have my step family. So that's just what I always go to.
You can be yourself when you step. Like all this like aggressiveness comes out when you're on a stage, and especially with people that you like being around. And it's just a fun thing to do.
My name is Nush, and the hashtag Step is Life means to me that without Step, I wouldn't be able to cope with the problems that I deal with on a daily basis. And it's just an outlet. Step is Life.
And we're back from break. We're joined now with the director and producer of Step, Miss Amanda Lippitz.
Hello.
And the one and only Miss Coach G, y'all.
Hi.
Give it up.
Hi.
It's so great to meet you all. I talked with the ladies a few moments ago. And why Step? What drew you, this is your first documentary, what drew you to want to focus on a Step team in Baltimore City?
Well, I'm a Broadway producer in my other life, and I was born and raised in Baltimore. I was making short films about first-generation students going to college and girls' education, and I was having a conversation with my mom, who was also born and raised in Baltimore, about what we could do to impact young people in Baltimore, specifically young women. And when you have a conversation like that, all roads begin and end with education. So my mom actually was the support behind the founding of the school, and I made films for her. And the girls saw me coming to school with cameras to make these shorts that were promoting the school, and they asked me to come film them. And so I wasn't familiar with STEP. I didn't know about the rich history from Africa, and I think it's amazing that these young women were determined to go to college, and yet they started this at 11 years old. They started a STEP team in the 6th grade, and it has now become this, collegiate sport and something that you earn in African American fraternities and sororities. And I didn't know about that when I started it, but when they invited me in and I walked in from my world, it was like a musical, In a great musical, characters can't speak anymore, so they sing to express their fears and their hopes and their dreams. And for me, that's what they were doing with STEP.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. Now, Coach G.
Yes.
What, you're inspiring just by yourself. But, to see you with the girls is dynamic. How did you get involved in STEP, and what does it mean to you, as a Black woman, being able to lead the next generation of Black young women?
I actually was hired as a STEP coach. I would have been doing my thing regardless if the cameras were there or not. And it was an amazing process. What it means to be a part of their lives and actually a part of their village, because their mothers rely on me for so many different things that they don't feel comfortable with dealing with. They rely on me with so many things they don't feel comfortable with dealing with. It's so much bigger than just STEP. To see young ladies who already started a STEP team and were trained steppers, and this is a college prep school. Stepping is traditionally a college sport. To see them use STEP as therapy and as an art form and an outlet, and then all of them making it to college, it has just been amazing. For them to now, I met them in high school, their senior year, and them to now be of adult age and make adult decisions and including me on those decisions. It's just been amazing to be a part of their village now as adults. Being a mentor to them has been amazing, and all I can think about is all of the people who sold into me. I stepped in middle school, I stepped in high school, I stepped in college, I pledged a sorority. So all of these things come full circle. So it's just been amazing to be able to give back in that way. It's just been amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And thank you. So what were some of the challenges, if you could share, in getting this film done? Like what were some of the biggest challenges for you?
Well, I mean,
you're laughing, so maybe you have to chime in.
She's my co-parent.
Yeah.
We're co-parents.
You're like, yeah, we're co-parents.
Okay.
Teenage girls, they want to express themselves, and so you have to hear them out. So that was a challenge. I think, filming in a school, not disrupting a school day, preserving the integrity of that school. And we were very careful about when we filmed, how we filmed, because there were 500 girls in that school, and we wanted them to understand that education was the priority, not a camera, not a movie. So that was the biggest challenge, making sure that we respected the integrity of the school.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you an Essence question. Is this your first Essence Festival?
Yes.
Oh, what are you expecting? What are you looking forward to?
I grew up watching Essence Festival.
Okay.
Getting my family members subscribing to Essence Magazine. It's a part of my upbringing. It's a household name. And to be here and be a part of the festival is so humbling. I just would never have guessed that this me being a STEP coach would turn into all of these amazing opportunities and things. But what I'm expecting is Black girl magic.
Yes.
All of this awesomeness, all of this woman empowerment, all of this culture of African American people coming together to make something amazing. It's just, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yes, you're going to love it.
For me, it's all about just powerful women. I mean, we say in the movie that when you come together with a group of powerful women, amazing things can happen and nothing is impossible. And so just being in a room like that is so exciting for me, but also so exciting for the girls to have that life experience.
Absolutely.
Because
Yes.
as Coach G said, we never expected any of this to happen. So to be here, to be sitting with you, to have the girls here with
Yes.
us all together in New Orleans, you know, it's just a dream come true. And for them to have these life experiences and see the world, that's what we always wanted for them. So it's just the cherry on top of making a movie.
Congratulations on a wonderful film.
so
and
much.
anything coming up next from you?
Maybe.
Anything you could tell us about?
No.
Okay, all right. We're going to talk offline. 'Cause I love to get the scoop. So thank you, ladies. Congratulations, and let's continue working the magic.
Yes, step is life.
All right. That's right.
Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
I'm gonna get it right here. I promise I'm gonna get it right here. Yo. It's Chaz French. About to bless the booth one time. Yo. 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 Yeah. What if I told you I was Basquiat? With a dream like King and a message like Malcolm. Yeah. And all I need is a Coretta Scott that'll bust it for me like Rosa Parks. No pun intended, I respect the drive. You see, I daydream about better times. I don't wake up from the nightmares, that's when I feel alive. I see the picture vivid in my mind. I swear to God, the perfect paintbrush couldn't do it right. It'll change your life when it's wrong is when it makes sense. Yeah, just know things will never be the same. And since change the only consistent thing, these pennies for my thoughts keep a nigga sane. 2 dimes make 10 every time. My is nickels, my dimes official. Never press the issue, I've been the man. Since a little boy, it's been Pakistan. They knew I would grow up, it's destined to be. Young Sean Carter, my king to come. Right up the street, let me grab the keys. Swiss beats, it's showtime. Told the niggas I ain't got no time. I been getting money at the funny on the road now. More hoes now, bros turn to foes now. You know the fuck niggas show up when it go down. Yeah, the fuck niggas show up when it go down. Yeah. I said we laughing to the bank, who the joke now? Yeah. They say Chaz French, let's have a toast now, God. Woo. And then my friends can't put the toast down, God. Who got some weed to roll? It cost some bad bitch, man, we need some hoes. I bought the business bitch with my Easter clothes, yeah. They said it could've been Christmas, then that boy gifted. Turn the music up, let the speakers blow. That's your girlfriend, she at every show. You blowing off team, she got the spleen to, and trap shorty, she was trained to go.
Yo, this is Malik, continuing to bring y'all some hot national talent, but on a local level. Y'all just saw the people from Step, the new movie that's coming out, and now I have this gentleman here with me, Chaz French. You know what I'm saying? Album is out.
Yes, sir.
Debut album. How you feeling right now?
I feel amazing. The reception and the feedback is amazing. It's just the way I didn't even expect it to be as good and overwhelming as it is, just because I'm an artist and I'm hard on myself and I'm my own worst critic. But nonetheless, the feedback is amazing and everybody's receiving it well, and I'm beyond blessed and honored for people to feel the way they do. Yeah.
Now, we got to talk a little bit about your story. I mean, you back home in D.C., and it's fitting that we right here in front of the mirror over at Ben's Chili Bowl. A lot of history in there, you know what I'm saying? So, tell the people your journey and how you got here, your story.
Yeah, I mean, long story short, man, I just, I grew up in church, and, I felt like I had this dream of wanting to be a musician and an artist, and I felt like people didn't support me at that time in my life as far as when I was in high school. So, dropped out and went without for a little bit by choice, and just, I guess tried to take things the hard way, and, it actually ended up being one of the best situations that's ever happened to me, and turn it into a positive message, and I let people know that the struggle is gonna always make you. No matter what situation you're in, you're gonna struggle with something, but you always gotta find a way out, and it's possible. So that's pretty much where I come from.
Yeah, there's definitely no triumph without struggle. You know what I'm saying? And especially being an artist coming out of DC, where all we knew was go-go for a long time. You know what I mean? And you bringing something new. You know what I'm saying? A new sound. So it's good to see you doing your thing. You know what I mean? Tell us about the album, man. What can people expect on the True Colors album?
True Colors is really just who Chaz French is and what Chaz French stands for and everything I've been through up until this point, and just, all the people around me, how they have an effect on my life in a positive way, or maybe certain people have a negative effect. So it's really just me opening up to you about who I really am and where I've been and things that I've seen and things places I want to go, places I've been, people I've been around, just my story, I like to call it a mood ring. Like, it's just a different vibe, it's a different mood, and I feel like anybody can relate to it. Anybody that's, going through some things or have gone through some things, or anybody that wants to be an artist, or, just chasing a dream in general, or, just really are confused as far as where they want to be, or, just, I don't know, everyday life things. I feel like this album is for you.
Okay. And one of your main inspirations for the album is your daughter.
Both of my kids, yeah. My kids are just, that's the only reason why I haven't given up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, above other things, but they're the main reason why I still do what I do. And they're the main reason I continue to do what I do. So shout out to my kids, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, when you first came out, people like Wale, Raheem Devon, you know what I'm saying, saw the talent, helped put you on. Yeah. Now you're on 368, you know what I'm saying? Now, was that Raheem's?
Yeah, Raheem and my manager, Dre DeMare, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how was it, working with him? Because I know he's giving you a lot of inspiration and a lot of messages.
Yeah, I don't know too many artists that work harder than him. That, like, is inspiration in itself. Like, literally, I have not seen anybody work as hard as Raheem. So shout out to Ra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we definitely want everybody to go out and support, support Chaz French, definitely. How can people get in contact with you, your social media, all of that, follow you?
Follow me, Chaz French Music, on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. The album is on all digital platforms, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, wherever they sell music or wherever you can get music, you can find True Colors.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations on everything. You know what I'm saying? I like the message, you know what I mean? I like the positivity, and it looks like, what you're doing, with Jay-Z doing with 444, we starting to see a shift. You know what I mean? It's not just about turning up and all of that. You know what I mean? So I love it. I love it. All right.
It means a lot. Thank you.
Yep. Congratulations. Oh, yeah.
There's no point on moving fast, so tonight let's make this last. Concentrated strokes until you splash out your waterfalls. I'll go diving into your sea. I'ma come up, but just to breathe. Follow my lead, baby. Making it rain on me like a thunderstorm when you put that thing on me. It's like a tidal wave taking me out to sea. That's how it feels to me. Like a hurricane lifting me off my feet. Like a whirlpool circling your body on me. It's like a quiet storm until we go to sleep. We go to sleep. Waterfalls. Waterfalls, love waterfalls, making it rain on me. Love waterfalls, this is your waterfall. Love waterfalls, making it rain on me. And I'm following the sounds. Oh yeah. up, speed it up, and then I slow it down. Hold on to me, baby, I won't let you